A shocking and huge announcement today for Salt Lake City. The Salt Lake Bees are moving out of the ballpark neighborhood.
Yeah, they are planning to build a stadium in South Jordan. We do have team coverage and reaction to this news tonight. We're going to start things off with news specialist Dan Rascone. He's live in Salt Lake. And Dan, what's the timeline for this new stadium?
Yeah, Mike, according to the Bees, they're going to be here for a couple more seasons, and then they'll be heading down to South Jordan. Now, for the ballpark neighborhood here, this is a huge blow. This place here has been here as a staple for decades.
People love baseball. It's the American sport.
The sights, the sounds, the atmosphere, soon to be a thing of the past as the Bees announce they are leaving Salt Lake City.
This hurts. This hurts us. Oh, this is our home.
Amy Hawkins is a chair for the Ballpark Community Council.
Why would we be excited about the Bees leaving? We're the ballpark neighborhood. That is our name. This stadium is the soundtrack to the neighborhood.
The Larry H. Miller Group, which owns the Bees, made the announcement this morning.
Welcome to Thirst. What can I get for you?
For business owners like Ethan Cisneros, it's a shocker. Not only does he have his Thirst business 1 block away from the stadium, but also has one inside the stadium.
It's a key part of downtown Salt Lake City, and it drives a ton of traffic to our store. It brings in that family crowd.
I am disappointed. I'm sad.
But Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall also says she's excited and ready to play ball with what to do with this 13-acre lot.
My promise to the neighborhood is this site will not become an empty pit or a public safety risk.
The city is now starting a 60-day contest with $30,000 in prizes for designs and concepts of what should come next, something that would bring people here 365 days of the year instead of 70.
We have been waiting to pull the trigger on investment that is transformational for this neighborhood for 3 years. This decision hits go. We are ready, and we want to know your big ideas.
And if you want to enter that contest, you can go to ballparknext.com. So what will become of this stadium? Well, that's the big question right now, whether or not it'll be torn down or built into something else here. Mike and Deanie, back to you.
All right, a lot of possibilities, Dan. Thanks.
All right, Mayor Mendenhall is not the only city leader talking about this big move tonight. South Jordan's mayor shared a video message on what it means for her city.
The ballpark will be privately funded, and we applaud the Larry H. Miller Company for making a private investment that we believe will be a strong anchor for this fast-growing region.
Mayor Ramsey says the city will have further details about this major project in the coming months. And as Salt Lake City is losing a minor league baseball team, South Jordan and the Daybreak community are gaining a major attraction. Residents there are eager to welcome the Bees.
As news specialist Jed Bull shows us, there's plenty of space to build a new neighborhood around that stadium. Jed?
Yeah, exactly. The Larry H. Miller Company will build that privately financed stadium here in Daybreak, which began as a master-planned community nearly 20 years ago. The stadium will be built on undeveloped property between Mountain View Corridor and the Tracks Line, which is where we are standing right now. The specific location will be announced later.
I think it's actually a pretty good idea.
Royce Davis grew up watching the Bees and even the Trappers in downtown Salt Lake City.
Even when the Minnesota Twins owned them when I was a kid.
He's a baseball fan and likes the fact that they're not going too far. In fact, moving closer to where he lives.
They're still in the same valley and they're still in the city, so well within the same metropolitan.
Davis says he would go to a couple of games a year and does not think that they would have a hard time drawing a crowd.
Because out in this area, it's a lot of families.
The plan is to open the new stadium for the 2025 season. The Larry H. Miller Company says it will serve as a year-round entertainment anchor for the southwest quadrant of Salt Lake County, which continues to grow rapidly.
I think in the Daybreak area, there's not really too much to do in terms of like places to go, so that I probably would draw a lot more people out here.
Most of the residential growth has happened within the last dozen years, and there's more building going on right now. Seth Beerley tells me there are plenty of places to live, but not a lot of places to hang out. A ballpark with surrounding activities would help.
Having a baseball park right down the street, I think that'd be a big attraction.
and bring more people to South Jordan. He thinks access to tracks is also a plus.
And a lot of people could just catch the train and walk to it.
Construction on the stadium will begin this year. Details, including design renderings and the amenities that will surround the stadium, will be released later this year.